Ladies and gentlemen, people and persons, this is your 30-minute end of pop culture as you know it. I'm your co-host, Gnarly Quinn, joined by the main man, Matthias, and we would like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. So I know for this Thanksgiving episode, we're gonna take it chill. I know everyone's either cooking or enjoying turkey and speaking of, I believe Matt has his favorite dish.
Yeah, so honestly, you can't go wrong with stuffing.
Stuffing is a Thanksgiving staple.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of controversy between it because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like mushy bread or I don't know. If it's done right, I personally like I like a more stout stuffing. I'm not exactly a mush stuffing person. So whenever I make my stuffing, I always make it a little more stout. It's more dry, as you would say.
Yeah, that's the issue. See, turkey's a very lean meat, and it has that chemical that I can't pronounce that makes you tired. I can't remember what it's called, but I believe stuffing is top tier. Like if we should did a tier list, but maybe in future episodes we could do that, like be like interactive.
Yeah.
Like if there was a tier list, that would probably be easily S tier. Like to me, that's very top. Can't go wrong. And then a close second is obviously like, turkey. Because that's just, like you said, that's a staple.
It's a staple. So are you putting the stuffing above the turkey?
I got one better. I'm putting the stuffing on top of the turkey.
We're reversing roles this year. Traditions be...
Look, it no matter what you do, you're going to get full. You're going to feel like a whale. And that's good. Because usually I'm just going to eat my weight, maybe double weight, and probably watch football game or the parade if that's still on or something.
Yeah, dude,
usually what happens is we're down in her family's they have a really nice basement and we play board games and card games and just bullcrap for 5-6 hours. No, I'd say stuffing's top tier. I'd answer your question. I'd probably put stuffing above turkey. I'm probably gonna get skewered for that. But what's killing is the dryness. Unintentional dad joke incoming. Well, I lied because you get white meat and dark meat. No, I'd still probably put stuffing up top above turkey, even if it was dark meat, because that's usually what I do. I'm that guy. I'm that guy that makes everything a sandwich. I do.
Oh, I like make everything. Your head's at.
Yeah, like I got 2-piece buns because usually my grandma makes homemade buns.
Yes.
I'll slap that guy down. I'll put turkey and or ham, depending how I feel.
I'm a ham gal. And then for sure.
Turkey on there. Put corn, stuffing, gravy out the wazoo, and then I put the top on. And there, that's like probably the most American sandwich anyone can have.
Oh, see, I go open face. I always go open face. So you just put your 2 buns down and then you slap everything on top. Sometimes I even go crazy and I'll throw some mashed potatoes on top right before you put the turkey down. Throw some mashed potatoes on some bread, throw your stuffing down, then throw your turkey or ham, and then you throw your gravy on top of that.
Yes, so I would probably say mashed potatoes are probably third place. They're getting the bronze in my book.
Like good mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you almost have to have gravy
or butter.
Or butter, yeah, or both. Like I
do both.
But yeah, I'd say stuff. Everyone does something different. I went to work with a guy who every Thanksgiving they do a seafood dinner.
Yes, that is very popular. That was always, oddly enough, like on Christmas, since my grandmother was from Italy, she always did like a seafood for Christmas. And that was kind of like for here, it was outside of the norm. Only because, I mean, around here, you don't really have a whole lot of good options for seafood. But she would always do like crab legs,
Yeah.
lobster, shrimp. Like that was her Christmas dinner. It was great.
Yeah. See, I never unfortunately had that experience on Thanksgiving. Memory serves me right. I don't think we ever had anything seafood, but seafood's pretty good too.
Yeah, I like seafood in general. I mean,
Yes.
most of the time I am on a seafood diet, so I seafood and I eat it.
Oh my God.
Since we're on the roll of dad jokes here.
Get her out of here. No one asked you to be here.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching.
Down the line here, when I become a grandparent and they start coming to our house,
Ooh.
I might bust down that door and just start doing seafood. Who knows?
Hey, I think that's a good, because, I mean, obviously turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and then you got your veggie. That's always like a Thanksgiving staple. That's why this year I thought about doing something different for Thanksgiving, honestly. I almost did like chicken cordon bleu. I almost did that. And I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah. Spice it up a little bit. Change it up. Like, you still got your ham, but it's something different. I don't know. I was trying to think outside the box there on that one.
Another good one is not necessarily homemade, but applesauce. Applesauce is usually on the table every time I go.
Yeah, applesauce is good. Applesauce is real good. My dad always used to, well, I don't want to say he always used to make, but there was somebody in the family that would always make homemade applesauce, and that's what they would bring. And it was so good. It was either my grandma or my aunt, somebody. They would always bring homemade applesauce, and that was just fantastic.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, because this is pretty much improv of me thinking of this stuff, I forgot one. This is a food that snuck up from behind and is neck and neck with stuffing. I forgot about it.
Uh-oh.
For me, I'm a big fan of deviled eggs.
Oh, dude, you can't. If you weren't gonna bring it up, I was, because deviled eggs is so controversial in the family. You either have those people who absolutely hate it and you absolutely love it. There's no in between. You either love it or you hate it. And I do thoroughly enjoy some good deviled eggs. Absolutely. They're so good.
Yes. Every like dinner I go to or lunch, whatever, usually deviled eggs, they don't last long. Like they're like gone.
No, because somebody makes the mistake of bringing them out before everything is ready. So they're sitting at the end of the counter. They're just there. And you're just smelling everything. You're so hungry. And if you like them, they're right there. So you grab them. You grab them and you run, and then you wait for the rest of the meal to come. It's just... it's a free-for-all on deviled eggs, dude. Like, yeah, no. If you want those things to last, bring them out at the very end. Like, right as you're done cooking, then you slap them on the table.
You're not wrong. Preach it. Everything you said was correct.
No, you gotta do it. Sometimes there's an order to things, and you gotta do it right. If not, it's gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. No, wholeheartedly love me some good deviled eggs. And honestly, we cannot sleep on the dinner rolls, because I am a huge fan of some good homemade dinner rolls. Like the buns, if you're using them to make a sandwich or like an open face sandwich for your Thanksgiving dinner, they gotta be somewhere right next to stuffing. I mean, I know we're throwing bread up in S tier a lot, but you can't sleep on those. You cannot sleep on those.
You know, everything we've said is at least S tier.
Dude, when it comes to food,
seriously,
it's all S tier.
It's all S tier. Like, the hell with the graph. Just put everything in S.
The rest of it doesn't exist. It's just S.
I will say this. I'm going to be that guy real quick. I'm not a big fan of cranberries.
I agree with you.
Like, you know, some dinners have like cranberry jam. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a circle.
The canned cranberry sauce.
You can do it.
Like that jelly. You can. Oddly enough, I've never had anybody actually make it, because it's so easy and it's so cheap. And it's also one of the things that I find where people just kind of throw it to the side. no one really cares about the cranberry sauce. They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have that because like we have it. I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
I don't know anybody in the family who like eats a whole can of cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
For
It's
Thanksgiving.
unfortunately right. It's unfortunately going to be the black sheep of this list,
Yeah.
and I'm mentally putting it in D tier, not F, because F is get
it's
that
not the
the hell
worst.
off the table.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
And it's not the worst, but do I go after that first? No,
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 honestly, I don't even
no.
go after it last. That's one of those things where I see it sitting on the table and I'm like, cool, and then you never remember it. You forget it's there.
Yeah, it's like, oh great, there's that guy taking up more space where there could be more gravy.
Yeah,
Give him a hand.
But somehow, I will say, it's controversial for some people only because somehow, towards the end of the night, there's always half of it missing. No one knows who took it. No one knows who took it. No one knows who ate it. But like half of it is always missing. You're like, who did that? And because you know somebody came around with a bowl and they're like, yes, that's my dessert. That's my dessert.
You remember in Batman where Alfred goes, some people just want to watch the world burn? That's that guy.
That's that guy. Because, like, you know, during the whole meal, like, everyone's watching you put things on your plate. You know for a fact he didn't want to be the one to actually they didn't want to be the one to put cranberry sauce on their plate. So they waited until everyone was done and nobody was paying attention to go up and, like, steal half of it.
He's that weirdo that reaches across the table and stuffs it in his long sleeve shirt when no one's looking.
Like the whole circular can shape. He's got that pocket crayon sauce.
I can't argue with that. There's like if everyone has everyone has the same. Let's say everyone has the same mentality that the canned cranberries are low there on that list, and you're right. By the end of the dinner or lunch, half of it is missing, and you don't know who took it. You don't. You're right.
No, you don't know how it got missing. You don't know how it's gone. Because you know you didn't do it.
That's up there with, like, the Loch Ness Mystery and Bigfoot. Like, it might not ever be solved.
Next thing you know, we're going to have people putting up security cameras facing their dinner table just to see you took the cranberry sauce.
They're still going to edit it. You know it. It just...
Oh, for sure.
You'll never know. You could be two people eating at the table, and you don't know who the hell took it. You know?
Nope. There's a whole conspiracy now.
Yes, that is the next big mystery.
The next big mystery. Who took the cranberry sauce?
Who took the cranberry? Yes. Yes.
I will say, speaking of desserts, though, we cannot sleep on some pumpkin pie.
Agreed. That is you have no argument for me, but there are some people that don't like it.
Well, so last time I didn't realize that this was a thing, like sweet potato pie. I don't know if you've ever had sweet potato pie before.
Yeah.
So the last time we had a big Friendsgiving, and one of our friends brought, it was pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie, and I don't like sweet potatoes. There's very few things on this planet that I don't like and will not eat, and sweet potatoes is one of them. So I try to stay away from it, but they ended up getting mixed up. And I accidentally tried some of the sweet potato pie, and it tasted exactly like freaking pumpkin pie. It was good. So I can take that back and say that I just don't like sweet potatoes as a whole, and I like sweet potato pie. So it was pretty good. I don't know if it was just that specific pie that I had, but it was good. It was good.
So you might have just lost an eighth of my respect saying you don't like sweet potatoes.
I know, dude, I don't know what it is about them.
But for desserts, every family probably has their own dish they use. But say pumpkin pie is up there. They usually do have pie, but like my grandparents, they have a whole huge dish of sweets, and by the time I get the sweets, I'm like freaking Humpty Dumpty sized full. Like I can't eat no more. I will fall apart. So I kind of just bull crap a little bit, let for everything settle, and then I start tackling whatever. But the one thing I like that they make over there is chocolate covered peanuts. You ever have them?
Oh, dude, my mom
Like
always used to buy chocolate covered peanuts for my dad, and they are good.
they make it. What they do is they put it on a tray,
Hmm.
and then you know what I mean. That they just they put that melted chocolate on, and then they freeze it so it looks like a cookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That is probably like if I had kryptonite, it would probably be that.
it would be that. That's a good kryptonite, though. That's a really good
Like
kryptonite.
type 2 diabetes, hell, probably even type 3. I don't even know if there's a thing yet. It's knocking on my door.
Matt's inventing type 3 diabetes this Thanksgiving as we
Walter
speak.
Brimley is going to find my phone number and say, diabetes. I can't even keep a straight face. I'm still broke about the whole cranberry. That killed me. That didn't. But no, I think no matter what, every family has their own, their own dish, their own way of doing things. But
that's the best part about the holidays, and that's the best part about like Thanksgiving and Christmas is having people bring their own little dishes. Like my grandma, she used to make it was broccoli and cheese, but there was like broccoli, cheese, and then she would also put like bacon in with the broccoli, and then she would put like the cheese that she would put over top. She would like put it on while it was hot, so she wouldn't put it back in the oven to like melt it or crisp it up. So it would just like melt over top of the broccoli, and it was such a good dish. I wish I could find that recipe from her. And if I'll have to ask my mom, because if she does find it while they're going through everything, if she finds it, I want it and I want to try it, because that's the one thing that I miss from the holidays is her broccoli and cheese recipe. It was so good. And it was different. It wasn't just like a broccoli and cheese soup, or like you weren't coating the broccoli and the bacon in cheese. It was just like sprinkled on over top. It was something subtle, but like she cooked the broccoli so tender. It was so good.
I'm really freaking hungry right now talking about this crap. Like, it's not even a thing.
Well, it's a perfect day to be hungry.
It is, and I'm sure some families, they have their own like veggies, because you got to fit those on there, like broccoli,
Corn, green beans, is always a good one.
green beans, cauliflower,
Brussels sprouts, which that's a bit underrated for Thanksgiving dinners, is Brussels sprouts.
That is
Like,
Brussels sprouts.
Good Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna up my sandwich making here on Thanksgiving. It's gonna happen.
The ultimate sandwich making.
What I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a GoPro here on Amazon between now and Thanksgiving. It's gonna be hidden on my shirt, and it's gonna look right at if there's cranberries, and I'm gonna see who the hell took half of the cranberries. Oh, people, we didn't mean to obsess about cranberries, but Quinn has a good point.
I really got you going there, man. Wow. I was just genuinely questioning, because I'm like, man, that's always something that's been in the back of my head. I'm like, man, every year, like, nobody really likes it, but somehow it's always half gone by the end of the night. I don't get it.
I don't know. Like, I'm pondering my brain right now. And
I can see the look in your eyes. Like, you are so confused.
Yes. Oh boy. Well,
yes.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably all. You know what? Because of the respect I have now for cranberries, let's put that in double S tier.
There you go.
Because we're gonna make its own damn tier.
I just inadvertently changed your mind about cranberry sauce, and maybe I changed somebody else's mind about cranberry sauce. Just because I don't personally like eating it doesn't mean that it's bad.
I'm willing to bet when people listen to this, they're going to listen to this episode, and they're going to have an enlightened, like, epiphany. And it's going to start a religion.
Church of the Cran Sauce.
I can't. I can't. It's just, you're on fire today. I can't.
Oh, I'm on another level. Hey, you get me talking about food, dude. And I'm going to take the wheel.
I'm not going to argue. But, Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say I'm pretty satisfied with that. Imaginative list we have that we need to probably do more on our videos. But
yeah, more lists.
yeah, more lists, more tier lists. But no, I'd say I'm pretty satisfied with that. But yeah, we'll say turkey and stuffing. We can't beat that.
It's the bread and butter. It's the bread and
It is.
butter of Thanksgiving. It really is. You can't go
All
wrong with
right,
turkey and stuffing. But yeah, if
you're
you
right.
have a favorite dish, let us know in the comments. What is your favorite dish,
Yes,
especially family
yes,
dishes? If there's something that's quote unquote unorthodox for a Thanksgiving dinner, let us know. I would love to
yes.
try
Let
it.
us know, and we want to see if we change your mind about cranberries.
Yes. Did we change your mind about cranberry sauce?
All right, everyone take care. Quinn, we'll have a
Yes.
good holiday, and we'll take off from there.
Yes, take care and happy Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. Again, be sure to let us know in the comments. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Even if it was from a childhood or something that you had just recently started making or somebody else had recently started making and brought to your home. We would love to hear from you. But be sure to catch us next week on next week's episode of Apocalypse. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and we will be back to our regularly scheduled program on Saturday. Happy Thanksgiving.